Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it, that feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the former quarterback of the Vikings. Drafted him back in 2014, and now he goes against him. It's Teddy Bridgewater. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their home pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jets' first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They go play action. Bridgewater. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Bridgewater's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got his target. That's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the New Year as his kick is good. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
2nd down and 3. Going right back to Akers.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
49 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now back to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Point after here coming up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Start the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Bridgewater.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Bridgewater.
That is caught.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I got one. Mike check 33. What's the back?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
14 yards.
and the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Taken in at the 11. New York set to take the field. For this offense, looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw, Bridgewater.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He completes it to Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's Greg Zerline now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing, because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things already were problematic for them. Then you add in the safety, followed by the field goal. Yes, all things considered, not the worst possible outcome, but they've got work to do here as they come up 1st and 10. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll set up a throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the ceiling, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Check back 6. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Wait. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check back 6. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And fights through one man. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I got to trick this side. We got 3.
Bridgewater now.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it through the middle of the field and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
56.
2nd and 2.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Akers back-to-back catches.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Sione Takitaki
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. First down, Bridgewater. They juked him, and now running right through it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And we'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Paul want to give up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On first down, right back to Hall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mike check 33.
They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Mike check 33.
Here's a give to Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll go again with Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now he's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal in the game is to pitch a shutout. You and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Able to power through. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 93 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Check 33. 33. Let's go, tight.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
All day. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Here we go, D.
They'll run with Hall, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll find Osborne here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Ball again on 2nd down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Get him! Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Ball again. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, the return is Osborne. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a lot.